You may start now.
Okay, so good afternoon. We're going to do a project on horse racing in Hong Kong. So let's start with the reason for the decline in popularity of horse racing. So the main reason that's shared to the decline of popularity of horse racing is the changing entertainment preference among the young generations. The teenagers prefer online entertainment such as playing video games and watching the streaming rather than go to watch a horse racing. So, and they prefer forms of gamble online that it is more convenient and it,
Yeah, that's a fair point. As you're saying that with the popularity of the technologies, horse racing is not only choice for the younger peoples. They prefer maybe watching short videos or playing computer games rather than to maybe waste an afternoon to go to Shanghai to watch horse races. And in my personal opinions, I think that with the raising of the stress levels, the Hong Kong's teenagers wouldn't want to waste a lot of time, for example, an afternoon to go to a long distance to Shanghai for watching maybe a competitions. Because that the Hong Kong being international cities, so the Hong Kong communities becomes fast. So, for example, the workers they need to work maybe through 5 days, and even in the weekends they need to continuous to maybe set the email or receive some calling from the boss or the customers. And the teenager needs to continue studies maybe for the DSE. So therefore, they didn't want to waste a long distance or waste so many time to just for watching competitions. They will prefer to maybe play short videos, for example, this kind of games and having fun in short times in their homes. So do you agree that the increasing stress levels is one of the major reasons of being the declining of the horse racing?
Yes, as I secondary school students, I got a new pressure under the academic pressure of the HKDSE. And since I was young, I have been watching horse racing so far, and now I have shifted my preference maybe on to the video games or the esports or like the dominance sporting like the basketball and footballs. And another factor I think that contributes to the decrease in the popularity of horse racing in Hong Kong is that, the horse racing cups are not actually emphasized on the expand the marketing and the audience among all over the world because they have never expanded on the social media for such as the post on the, there's the race, there's the watch on the Saturday and you must come to show and any coupons to the audience. So for me is the technological advancement and shifting of the affinity and entertainment jointly contributes to the decline in the popularity of the horse racing among Hong Kong. Yeah, so do you have any opinion on this?
That's a good point, but actually joining the like gambling in a horse racing should over 18, so it's not a sport for students. So let's talk about the positive and negative impacts of horse racing on society. So the positive impact is that it creates a large amount of profit in as it contributes billions per year and it can significantly raise the economy of Hong Kong and contributes to it. But but it's also have a negative impact as it's a type of gambling, and many people spend all their money on horse racing, and they may easily lose all their money and go bankruptcy, and even some even suicides because of losing too much and cannot pay for the debts.
Yeah, I agree with your point. As you're saying that the horse racing can boost the Hong Kong economies as especially the peoples from the mainland China, they didn't never see the horse racing before. So for that reasons, they came to Hong Kong and just for watching the horse racings. And as they come to Hong Kong, they might spend monies on the maybe eating or shoppings or even the maybe living in Hong Kong, so they will spend money and boost the Hong Kong economies.
So now we are moving on to part B, individual response. So candidate A, do you think financial incentives can attract more young people to the industry?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sure. Do you think financial incentives can attract more young people to the industry?
Uh,
You may start now.
For me, that depends. So, for me, I will not be attracted to the horse racing part because I actually do not in favor of this sporting because it has the it has the low accessibility. I'm not really enjoying this game when I'm watching because it's not actually a human activity for people to join, and it's not like the traditional sports like basketball and football, and and this also requires large fields and a strong horse, which requires immense cost and expenditure. So even if the government has placed emphasis on the economy, I think.
So candidate B, do you know anyone who regularly bets on horse racing? You may start now.
So both my grandfather always join in horse racing, and as I know, she regularly just spend some money in the sports, and he sometimes he can win money, and sometimes he may lose. So that makes me think that it's not a really good thing to gamble in horse racing, as it has a high risk to let you maybe lose all your money, but if you are someone who are really rich, you can just spend some money for entertainment. Yeah.
Candidate C, are horse racing workers given enough recognition and support? You may start now.
For my own, in my opinions, I think that the horse racing workers may get support because, as we all know, the horse racing seems a traditional culture in Hong Kong, especially for the people's which is maybe elderly. So I think that they will think that the house raising workers seems kind of someone's be promoting the Hong Kong cultures. So in my personal experience, my father used to think that the house raising workers is a job that we need to respect because they are spend a lot of time to stays with the horse and keeps promoting the culture.
Okay, thank you very much.